tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old ways, taking off without the same escape. Darling, when you go away, it won't be as simple for you.
My mic is muted. Yo guys, old man G here, back again with another a match preview. It is Manchester United versus Southampton at Old Trafford. But if you're new to the channel, to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio, follow us on Twitter and X, and smash the notification button. Shout out to those who are watching, obviously, on Twitch, on Facebook, etc. Apologies, I planned on doing this review, a preview earlier, but I'm just basically just busy with work. So what can I say? It is what it is. Oh, shout out to Christian in chat, man. Thank you for stopping by, Christian. I appreciate it. So yeah, this is going to be kind of very brief because the match starts at 2 p.m. So the lineup is actually out. As the game started, no, it's starting at 2 o'clock, so about half an hour from now, roughly. So yeah, the next 30 minutes it will be there. So the lineups are out. So as far as Manchester United are concerned, we can see the lineup here. You've got De Gea in goal. Okay, Varane, Martinez, Shaw, the same back three that obviously held 7 to Liverpool last weekend at Anfield. Shout out to Liverpool FC, by the way. Shout out to Liverpool, man. Liverpool FC, who took lost to Bournemouth last season. Shout out to Liverpool, man. You gotta love it. Dion Bruno, I'm going to talk about that briefly. I will talk about that, Christian. I will talk about that, what my thoughts are, because I do think that he was scapegoated somewhat. But you know, give me some time. We'll talk about it, actually. What happened? Yeah. So Wan-Bissaka, and then this is the key thing. Wan-Bissaka being dropped. I think was big. Dalot being was big because, you know, I love Dalot. You know, I think that. But if I'm honest, I don't think that Dalot was great. Dalot was great during the pre-World Cup. Pre-World Cup, Dalot had Wan-Bissaka out of it. And then as soon as Dalot came back after his injury, he's not been the same. And to keep it a stat, Wan-Bissaka has been the better right back. I'll be honest as well, that, you know, and you saw it to a certain extent you saw the signs in the match against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. You know, Dalot struggled against Saint-Maximin in that second half. He came off at half-time, and Wan-Bissaka came on, and Wan-Bissaka pocketed thing. You know, I want to keep it a stack. You know, I found it very strange that Dalot was tasked with marking Darwin Núñez again in that Liverpool team. But for me personally, I think that if you had if Dalot at the very least was on that side against Darwin Núñez and pocketing him, I think the United may have at least not conceded 7 goals. That's my personal opinion. I could be wrong, but it is what it is. So big up, bro. Shout out to Eddie, man. Big up, bro. The banner is in the way. It is in the way, actually. Sorry, you're right. You're right. Let me go bring up that. Okay, I'll take that away for now, and you can see me. Yeah. So. And Raymond Moore, shout out to him, says, hello, Gio, you're doing great. Come on, United. I hope we do something, Raymond. Raymond, I hope we do something today. I really, really, really hope the United do something today. I really, really, fingers crossed, hope they do something. But and we should get this job done. I guess I'm still not over what happened to Liverpool at Anfield, but I feel like if we get the win, we can at the very least comfortably secure top four. We're not in a title race. We're not going to catch up with United. The entire race between Arsenal and City. So United need to secure top four, which we can do by the end of today. At least make it a lot more secure, and focus on the other competitions. You know, Carabao. We won the Carabao Cup. Let's win the FA Cup if we can. Let's win the Europa League if we can. Because third place with 3 trophies at the end of the season with the squad that we have, I think that's a good season, my personal opinion. Now, in answer to Christian's question, do you want Bruno as captain? I think that I don't have an issue with Bruno as captain, but I do feel like he needs to. He loses his cool too many times. He loses his cool, and I feel like he needs to chill out a bit. And I don't know. I just feel like if I look at the starting 11 as you see here, you can make an argument that Varane or Casemiro could be captains. You can make a case for Rashford maybe later on, but certainly with where United are, you can make a case for at least these two. Personally, for me, I would next season I would give it to Casemiro. I would. I don't mind Bruno as captain, but with the experience, with the leadership, etc., I would give it to Casemiro. But you know, we'll see. We'll see about it. Remember to like the vid, guys. Remember to like the vid, and subscribe if you're new. It goes a long way. So let me just quickly finish the lineup here. So you have Anthony, obviously, who's playing on the right this time. You have Weghorst as the number 10. This, I mean, it is funny that Weghorst is basically playing as a number 10 and Sancho is playing on the left. You know, we have two. We bought these as 2 right wingers, and Sancho on the left and Anthony's on the right. Okay, Garnacho. I think I can sort of see it. Garnacho right now it seems to be more of seems to be operating more as an impact substitution more than anything else. He's. I don't think Garnacho is doing enough to say that he's cemented as like a regular starter. I like for him to be the case, but I don't think he's doing enough. You know, to say right, okay, you know, I am a first team starter for Manchester United. I can go out. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure. So then you're like, okay, who else is on the bench? United's forward options are very, very limited. Like I don't know what else. Who else can come in aside from Garnacho from as far as forward options? Now, personally for me, I don't really get why Pellistri can't have more game time. I would love Pellistri, and I'll just put this on there. I would love Pellistri to get more game time. For me, I still think Jadon Sancho's not shown enough. You can't. I guess you can't play Anthony on the left, really. So it's a difficult one, man. We don't have the options, you know. But to be honest, I would if Anthony doesn't no show, for me, you bring on Pellistri. Pellistri for me, like Pellistri deserves more game time. I'm getting Juan Mata vibes on Pellistri. I'm getting Juan Mata vibes on Pellistri. Those are the vibes I'm getting. I'm getting Juan Mata vibes from Pellistri, and I just think that, you know, you could make a case. Why not play Pellistri at number 10? Why not play Pellistri here? Like his ability to link up the play, etc. Like I don't know, right or number 10. I'm not saying Weghorst is bad. Weghorst is okay. He's good. He knows what he's doing, but he doesn't have the legs on the pace, and if he's not doing anything, we're not without options. So these three attackers have been duds at times for Manchester United, but Southampton are in a difficult way. I mean, you look at this is their obviously starting 11, as you can see. Obviously, I'm always concerned about Ward-Prowse, and Walcott, for whatever reason, seems to like scoring against United. This side here is my concern. Although Suleimani is actually okay, but I'd say this is the side I'd be more concerned about. And obviously, that side is going against the left side here. These dudes don't track back. So even though I think United should win, I am concerned about these attackers. They've not had overall great seasons. These two in particular don't track back. And especially on this side, when you've got these guys, Sancho needs to help Shaw. Wan-Bissaka can kind of take care of himself, but Anthony was terrible against Liverpool not tracking back. He was terrible at not tracking back against Liverpool. Really, really bad. And it didn't help anybody. I'm 3 minutes behind the stream, but Bruno at holding midfield is weird. This guy has put... Yeah, actually. Yeah, I just realized that. What the hell? I've literally just realized that. I'm like, yeah. Sorry, it's literally just clocked on. I'm like, yeah, Bruno's in a holding midfield with Casemiro. So Weghorst is essentially the cam / number 10. This is weird, man. I was like, something's missing. Fred's not here. Yeah, this is strange. This is strange. Afternoon, Matthew, man. Hope you're doing well. Big up, everyone. Yeah, big up, Red Devil. Thank you, Matthew Bass, man. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Yeah, that is. You're right. You're right, Eddie. You're right, Eddie. That is actually very, very weird. Very, very weird. I mean, I'm looking. I think the subs. We'll just look at the substitutions here. So Maguire, Malacia. I think he should get more game time. Fred, who's dropped to the bench. Dallo, obviously dropped for Wan-Bissaka. Heaton, Palestri, McTominay, Garnacho, and Mainu. Yeah, that's our bench. I mean, I'm looking at it to change, and you're thinking, right, okay, you can probably take off Weghorst and put Fred on if you need to do that. And put Bruno where Rashford is. If Anthony Sancho, I don't know. This is weird. Sorry, this is a weird lineup. But it should be a good enough lineup. I think that's the question here. It should be a good enough lineup. It should be, but we'll see what happens. Mason says we should. Unfortunately, not, buddy. Unfortunately, not. I know. UK tax. Unfortunately, the UK is not showing this game. So I will be able to. I'm trying to find another way of watching this game. But yeah, UK tax. It's fairly frustrating that you pay all this money ultimately to not be able to watch basic games. So yeah, if anyone is able to find a way to watch this match, then please do let me know, or DM me on Twitter. Basically, DM me on Twitter. That would be really that'd be really helpful. Sorry, shout out to Matthew as well, by the way, in the chat. I've just seen your meme, the Liverpool one, the beat Manchester United meme, 7-0. It's such a good picture. You just see might win the PL, Arsenal in the PL, Champions League, still the Premier League, 1 year. Liverpool fans, man. Liverpool fans, bad to fans, Liverpool fans, but it is what it is. Matthew says, yeah, it's not a bad team. I'd have Bruno, like to Bruno, but given, I would as well. That's why for me, if I look at this team, for me, give Bruno a rest, and I would have played Fred here, and then play Palestri. That's what I done. I would have dropped. I would have what? See, if it was me, I would have put Fred here, or McTominay, whichever. Put Palestri here. Then put, if you want to play Weghorst, it's fine. Rashford, Weghorst, whatever, and then Sancho. That's probably what I would have done. But we'll see what happens, because I expect a lot more from Sancho, and I expect a lot more from Anthony. Anthony's at least has been delivering goals and assists and stuff like that. Sancho needs to do more, because if I'm honest, I've seen more from Palestra than I have from Sancho since they've arrived at Manchester United. And it's sad. They should get rid of Sky and BT and just pay. Yeah, I agree, Mason. I agree. You're right. I absolutely agree. I just don't understand why you pay so much. My bill to pay for BT, and I have to pay for Sky. Then sometimes you have your TV license bill for some of the games. And that isn't even all of the games. It's sick. It's sick. Shout out to Rasmus, man. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Long term. Hope you're doing well. And hope you're taking care of yourself, man. Really, I do. I really hope you're doing well. Hewanda Tuan says, not on this channel, man. This is just a preview. I know kickoff is about to start, so we will begin to round things up. Oh no, it's not actually 20 minutes. 20 minutes, sorry, 20 minutes till kickoff. 20 minutes till kickoff. So yeah, no. Why doesn't Ten Hag play both Weghorst up front, dual striker? I guess maybe that might leave us exposed, possibly. I don't know. But it essentially becomes World War II. And who is the number 10? Who's the creator here? I don't know. Yeah, Matthew Fernand, I think Sabitzer will be in there. Yeah, yes. Sabitzer looks, Sabitzer is injured. Okay, Sabitzer injured. And Martial, yeah. We lack, we lack squad depth, unfortunately, with this team. I mean, if you think about it, really, is this Manchester United's strongest 11? The back five, okay, fine. I don't know. I think that if Martial was fit, then suddenly it becomes Martial in the 9, Rashford on the left, and then Sancho, Ante on the right, and you drop two of these players, but he's not, and we can't keep on relying on a fit Martial. It's just not working, Are you streaming the game? Unfortunately not, Emmanuel. I'm not streaming the game, unfortunately. But you can subscribe to me on YouTube if you like, or follow me on Twitch. But yeah, I'm not streaming the game on the channel because it'll cause copyright issues for the channel. So just bear that in mind. Let's have a look. How Palestri never gets picked is absolutely baffling. I know, because the guy, for me, Palestri looks like a baller. Palestri actually looks like a baller. And he doesn't get picked. I don't get it. He doesn't get picked. It just is what it is. I think when you're in a situation where we have the lack of depth that we have in our squad right now, I'd have thought that Palestri would at least gotten more game time. I'm hoping that in the because we play obviously the second leg to Betis, like we're 4-1 up to Betis. I see no reason why you can't make changes. We shouldn't concede 3 goals away to Betis away from home. We shouldn't do that. At best, you can score another goal there early on, and then maybe you can make the changes. But for me, I'm expecting changes against Betis. So I don't really get it. but I would genuinely like to see more from Palestra because I think he's a talent. Do you think Palestra is a feature? I don't know, Matthew. I don't know because, like, I look at all the incorrect right wings that we have. I see. I think he needs a good loan, but I see potential in Ahmad. I see potential in Palestri. I see those players that we bought. I see potential there, but I don't see potential in Sancho so far. I know he's got issues, but it's like how long? This is now his what? Do we get? Yeah, this would be his second season because we signed Sancho, Varane, Ronaldo together, didn't we? Yeah, all in that first. So this would be his second season, and then we have to sign, and then next season will be his third season. So at some point, you've got to be thinking, when do we expect Sancho to deliver, as opposed to the other players? I don't know. I don't know. Let me quickly just on score predictions, guys. So United have to bounce back. Yes, I'm happy with the Europa, the dub. I'm happy with the dub. The Betis dub, it was nice, even though there's still the same vulnerabilities. But we need to bounce back here. We need to bounce back in the league because if I quickly click and just look at the league table, I hope everyone can see that. If we win today, obviously we've got 2 games in hand over Manchester City because is it the previous last week? Our game against Fulham got cancelled, and also on Spurs as well. So 2 games in hand over Spurs today and the other one. So if we win the game today, that'll put us on 52 points, which is already 1, 2, 3. Is that? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 points. That'll be 4 points ahead of Spurs with a game in hand, and it will be 10 points ahead of Liverpool, despite paying the same amount of games. So it does, and then Newcastle. Well, Newcastle's a bit difficult because they've got 2 games in hand, I guess. So Newcastle could still potentially be in it. And in fact, they're playing today, actually. So I think if Newcastle win, they'll push Liverpool back into 6th. Who else is playing today? Fulham aren't, Brentford not. Yes, they might get back into 6th. But the point I'm trying to make ultimately, guys, is that if we win today, it helps to solidify top 4. It really does, because 10 points between Liverpool and Newcastle, I think we'll be fine. And I look at United's next couple of fixtures. Obviously, Brighton has been postponed because it's the FA Cup quarter-final. I think we're not playing Brighton that week. So we'll have another game in hand. Whenever we play them, I don't know. Then, so it's this. Then, obviously, international break. And then away to Newcastle, Brentford at home, Everton at home, Forest away, Chelsea. So these are going to be difficult games, actually. These next 6 games after the international break are going to be tough. Newcastle away, Brentford at home are doing really well. Everton at home, Sean Dyche parked the bus. Nottingham Forest away, who are good in that area. Chelsea look like they're coming back. Spurs away, so it's even more imperative that we win because we need to maintain that gap. We really need to maintain that gap. Otherwise, we'll have problems. Let me just so yeah. My prediction, however, it's been a while, is I think this will be a comfortable. I think we'll still concede for some reason, but I still think this will be a comfortable 3-1 to Manchester United. And Raymond's going for a 2-1 win. Shout out to Raymond. And do you think Sancho was a player that Ollie wanted or a club? I think it was a club buy. I actually think a lot of the players were club buys, actually. Ronaldo was a club buy. Sancho was a club buy. I think there were a lot of club buys here. I don't think that there was a lot from Ollie. personally. I don't know about Van der Beek, but you look at the Van der Beek playing. You look at Sancho playing. What's going on? I don't know. It's just it's the whole thing about Sancho is weird because it's kind of like you were playing in Dortmund and you're balling it in Dortmund. You were Dortmund's almost golden child with Haaland and stuff like that. You were balling, and then you come to Manchester United, and there's all these crisis issues, and it's like I don't get it. I don't get it. Injury issues and stuff like that. I don't get it. I don't get it. What are your thoughts on this game? I think that United should win. However, a part of me is worried. Firstly, this side worries me because Bruno doesn't track back. Bruno will try and go forward. So essentially, if Bruno isn't disciplined and starts going forward, you're essentially left with just Casemiro holding and basically 5 attackers with Weghorst. And like what this basically is for me is basically this is actually probably a 4-1, a 4-1 3-2. A 4-1-3-2, where basically Casemiro will be holding by himself. You have Anthony, Bruno, and Sancho, and then you have Weghorst and Rashford up top. A 4-1-3-2 or 4-1-4-2, 4-1-4-1, whatever. I don't know. He needs to be disciplined in this game. Otherwise, he comes out of here. Sancho doesn't help back Shaw, and before you know it, this side causes us problems. So that for me is one of my biggest worries. We have to be considering how many goals United conceded against Liverpool. This for me is we have to show that we are defensively disciplined. Win the game, sure, but be defensively disciplined and not be so naive as you were before. That for me is what should happen. It just is what it is. Van der Beek was a club purchase. Ollie wanted Jack Grealish. He was totally different type of. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. And now, for me, Ten Hag should be allowed to sell the players that just aren't. We're just carrying. And right now, Manchester United are carrying Van der Beek, Martial, all these different types of players. We're just carrying them. That's all Manchester United are doing. All Manchester United are just carrying these players. When we need them for squad depth, when you get to this part of the season, this is when you need your squad. And yet Martial, Van der Beek, and so on, they've always been out and injured around this time, Donny's career was certain, never given a chance. Well, I mean, you say that though, but this is what confuses me because I think everyone thought, well, when Ten Hag comes, Ten Hag will be able to use Donny van der Beek. They're both Dutch. They both can get involved. So, but he's not using him. So that must say something. That must say something. Like if you coached him, you managed him in the system. It could be because the Premier League is different. I don't know, but the very fact that he wasn't being picked by his own old boss is pretty telling. Something is clearly up. And possibly it's something that's behind the scenes that we don't know, that Ollie knew. I don't know. Because he was pissed at not playing Donny van der Beek. He was unhappy not being picked, etc., doing this thing. But now Ten Hag has pretty much carried off on the same thing. And yes, he was playing a bit more than Ollie was. But now he's got injured, But what can you say? We need the midfielders. We went from having a roughly balanced midfield to now relying on Bruno to be a sitting. No Donny, no Eriksen, who I think we miss a lot. It's peak, man. It's peak. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, guys, the match is about to start. Go Manchester United. If you're new to the channel, to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devils 2 Joe. Follow us on Manchester United X and smash the notification button for latest Manchester United news and more. Have a nice day, everyone. Peace out and cheers. Peace.